towels in a dryer. I got some of these notes set on my wall. Let me set up my wall, guys. Less is more. When you say less is more, this is more. For sure. Right now, it's it is. Almost done, guys. I was there. One second. No, YouTube don't populate me. Please. Go. Right there. Sweet. All right. Cool. Cool beans. Bada bing. Looks straightish. That's straight-ish. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Nope, that is definitely not straight. I feel like dude from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Actually, I think we need to put that down, but that's the time for another gay, folks. Let's see. Let's get on YouTube. And okay. Got a couple of builds to look up. All right. Oops. Okay, let's see if I still got my notes synced. Hopefully they are. Because I got some stuff I need to write down. Okay, it is. Okay, cool. So, so I've really been thinking to myself about this handguard right here. Yeah. So, I want to talk about the fraud stuff too. I'm making a video after I get off here. about that, the fraud in Minnesota, the Somali fraud shit going on. But yeah, yeah. Yeah. Let me gotta write down the drills, do some bills, some notes and stuff, and then I'm going to do some other stuff as well. All right, give me 1 second. I gotta throw these clothes in the washer. Okay. Let me see what she said first. Let me see what she said. Hmm? We'll talk about that in a little bit, guys. Yes, sir. All right. So, get more pins up here. Here. Broken ass pen. I know I got another pen in here, man. That's half a pen. That'll work. So yeah, guys, I was looking into replacing the the F5 stock for the 308, but the website isn't clear on if they make the 308 for the Gen 3. So basically, what the version I have is the Gen 2, and this is the metal reinforced, all of that stuff. And basically, the Gen 3, the cheek piece can go back and forth. I bet Gen 4 will be able to go up like 3 or 4 different clicks and go back and forth, which will be pretty nice if that's true. But yeah, it looks feasible. It fixes like the main problem, which is that the cheek piece, like the back part, like kind of stabs you, and that you can't really get it good on your face. So if you can adjust it back like a couple clicks, I think that'll be pretty nice. Pretty nice and solid addition. And it might actually be on par with the A3 Industries one. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to testing both of those out. But I don't have enough jackals to, do that. And I can't justify building another one just to do that. I'm building another pistol, but I'm gonna have a completely different stock system on that. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, I was looking at getting that, and I need to wash my hands. Let's see, Urban. Whoops. Below. Is he live right now? He is not. He ain't streamed in like 3 days. That's interesting. Okay, so are healthy. Ew, what? Man, I love having great conversations with people about guns and stuff. Like me and my friend Caveman Tactical have been talking about like a whole bunch of gun stuff, like different ideas and opinions and stuff for like the last 3 or 4 days, and I love it. Um, but yeah, so I think that F5 is actually doing some decent stuff in this space where let me see, where they're actually like not innovating, but they're actually like doing decent, stuff. But yeah, I think the upgraded cheek adjustment piece is going to be a good fit for a lot of people. Will it fix like the stabbing pinch point of your beard? That's to be determined. And we're talking about this stuff right here. But it still doesn't lock in solid, and it still doesn't have like more adjustment. So if it had like 2 levels of adjustment, then it would be, I think, top tier. But the thing is, the A3 Industries doesn't have the rear end, you know what I mean? But they don't have that pinch point up front. So I'm curious to see. My arms aren't like that long, but you can see I have it probably on 1, 2, 3 on the 4th position back, which would probably be, I think, on most rifles. The Jackal's a little different because it has that plate in front of it, the adapter plate plus the pick. So that obviously takes up like at least one. But I usually have it on like the second or third one on there, and then on a normal tube, it's like on the 3rd or 4th. So I would say my arms are like decently long. So yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see. Um, let's see. Yeah, I was thinking about returning that stock and then getting the upgraded one, but only if they have the 308 original, which I'm honestly waiting for. I'll thug it out with that one though for now. And then when A3 releases the 308, or I make an adapter for the 308 myself, um, once I play around with it in CAD and stuff, or once F5 drops the Gen 3 for the 308. And honestly, I think the A3 is gonna live on my ACR clone, my Jackal clone. So I'm thinking that the F5 one will probably live on the Gen 3. Will probably live on my 308 once it's done. This is not my 308, by the way. This is my 556 AK clone thingy, my AR-12. So yeah, Combat Armory has those. Combat Armory has been running the super safes. I wonder if they still have them in stock. I would doubt it, but they're probably like a direct distributor or something. Man, now my pen doesn't want to work at all. That's crazy. Of course it doesn't. Come on, man. Come on, man. I know I have another pen, bro, but just not here. I don't think. Dang. Gotta go get another one from upstairs. This pen is not working for me. I thought that was a pin. Actually, need to make like a little here or something. Take that to pot. Take that to pot. Where can I find a pin? Don't tell me I lost all my pins, bro. That's crazy. Pins left and right. There you go, one. Let's see if it will write. Okay. Let's see if my pen will write. Let's see if it'll go all night. Alright, so yeah, the F5 stock. Think about returning that one and getting the. And then that's another thing. I don't know if the exchange program for the F5 stock is going to work for this one because it says the MMS. I think that's the Gen 1. So are they only doing Gen 1s and not Gen 2s? Like, if that's the case, I don't want to have. I'm not going to build 2 308 Jackals. I'm only going to build one. So, like, am I going to have an extra stock for no fucking reason? Like, that's stupid. But, okay, this one works. Combat Armory is the one with the 3-position super safeties. Those are the ARC from AS Designs. I actually know the dude who started AS Designs. He's on Facebook, in the Facebook group that I'm in. Okay, so I'm gonna work on that, finishing that up. Obviously, I need to work on range stuff to buy, and I put BY because I'm lazy. Walker earplugs, mass, 80% frame, laser bore sight. Definitely need that. M-lock rail extension. So I'm gonna actually be getting like a little extension for this. But now that I'm looking at it, I really might not need it. Maybe not. We'll see. But I'm putting a bipod on this, and I'm taking this one off because A, this is not his, and B, yeah, it doesn't need a bipod on it. I've never used it. I might throw the bipod back on it once I get a red dot that can actually have like a sighting system on it. But that one's just literally a dot and then a circle dot. You can't even just do the circle. That would actually be helpful at distance, more helpful than just a dot. But you're like guessing in infinity. It's no type of ranging, no nothing. And when I say ranging system, this is what I mean, guys. I'll show you. So this is a ranging system right there. So you can see at distance, you can see like the tip of the dot. And then like, you know, these are for different distances and this is for close up. That's for my 1X. And then, for my 3X, same principle, but a little more complicated. Got ranging stuff on the side for ranging targets, windage, wind guesses, holds, and then elevation holds, obviously, for different distances. Then the 5X is going to be pretty similar to the 3X, just this different chevron completely, but yeah. Sorry, I'm getting a message. Okay, cool. Yeah, for some reason YouTube doesn't promote me until like 30 minutes in. So yeah, okay, so if I can get some more 2x4s, target stuff. Target stuff. 2x4s, 2x4 mounts. 2x4 target mounts, because I think I have how many charts do I have? Well, 3. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I have 8. So 9, 10, 11, 12. So at least 13 times 13. Steel target posts, and those can hold like 3, 6, 9. So I'll probably get like 3 of those. Probably times 3. We'll just do times 2. So that means I'll probably need 2x4s. If I get 1, 2, 3, 4, I can do 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. So if I get 4 2x4s, which means I only need 1. At least, I'll say at least 6. 6. We'll say times about 6. Okay, boom, and then what else do I need? I'm not gonna get no more metal hooks because those suck. I'm gonna get more of those mounts, steel target mounts, and then yeah, with those metal stands, they should hold up. The prices though, I don't know how much they are. Oh, I need the oscillating tool. Oscillating tool and oscillating tool bits, because I'm building a barricade / barrier. That'll be cool, and we're getting 2 for 1. Solid wood panel. You would think working there, I don't even know what it's called, but I don't. So panel, and then that should be it for that. And then I'm gonna get the swinging target posts. I need more paper targets. And then paper targets, and then what is it, IDCPA, whatever targets, ICPA targets, whatever freak those are called, I don't know. Targets. Okay, cool. Going back to the list of immediate stuff that I can get. Let's see. 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 Okay, what the? Now that I have you standing here, I must confess my sins. Ever since the day we share the same. What was I gonna look up? Okay, folding star. Oh yeah, I gotta do a build list on the MCX because I'm probably gonna make a cool MCX build. MCX build. Gas jet. Barrel clamp. Conversion kit. Back buffer. Midwest hand guard. Longer than barrel. Make suppressor, and then conversion upper. That thing's gonna be sweet when I finish shit. I just don't know if I want to go 300 blackout or not. Because I know you can have like significant short barrel ARs, like 5.56s, and they make specific AR 5.56 ammo. I don't know if they have any 300 blackout SBR ammo yet. I'm tempted to go 5.56 because I know that I'm gonna already have cans and stuff for that, but they don't make them as small. So I'd be really interested to see, because if I do, I think the smallest they have is a 10.5 or something like that. So if I go 10.5, then my overall length is probably gonna be like 16 inches. And I don't know if I want to build it as like a truck gun or if I want to just build it as something super small and compact and compatible, like comparable. Because if that's the case, if I don't care about length or nothing like that, we'll see. We'll see how my 7.62 by 39 build goes because, yeah, we'll see. We'll just have to see on that one, to be honest. But yeah, so let's see, that build will be very interesting. I'll do custom lower. Might use the binary in that. I don't know if they actually. I think you have to use their trigger, something like their trigger or something. That's weird. But they do have a Geisley Sig trigger, I believe. So I'll probably end up getting that. Let's see. ARP build. ARP build. I think I'm just going to go Wolfpack Armory lower. KS-47 upper. And we already know the price of that, $350. Because the Wolfpack Armory one's $650. And then later upgrades. Upgrades will be the side charge upper. Charge upper by Gibbs Arms, because I think that by itself is like $350. And then I think I'm gonna go with the Deadfoot Arms side folder. And I'm gonna pair that with a 3-position super. And then I'm just gonna go crazy with mags and shit like that. This is gonna be 7.62 by 39. Okay, so the crank build, that's going to be an interesting one. Crank build. Now this one is going to be like Riley defense build. And I kind of already know the parts and stuff, but I really just need to write down like the actions behind the part that I'm going to be doing. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. Nice. What type of 1911 was it, bro? I'm sorry I'm late on the comment. Let's see. Riley defense kit. Rivets. Rivets. Times 3. I think I'm gonna get the hydraulic press. Press 20 ton. And then lower binary clear side trigger markings. That's gonna be sick. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Man, I am hungry too. Leave trigger pin undrilled. Yes, sir. And I think I'll be. Oh no! I gotta add. What is it called? Top cover? Yeah, top cover. Cover with peep sights. Yeah, that shit was like $350. Peep sights, and then add rail from Stormworks. And then Scalar Works T1 mount. And then whatever red dot I choose, I might put my 1X on there, but I doubt it. I'll probably put like a Hollow Sun, like one of their new AROs or something. That's not looking too bad though. So yeah. I think that's all the kits, the builds I got coming up in the near future, other than, yeah, I think that's it for now. 34, okay. No, 35. She still ain't texting me back? Oh shit, my bad, Austin. My phone been glitching. Big text when it's just shutting down. Big text on it. It's about Ellen, I think. It's a fun block in here. Wow. Real. Drill. Yeah, I got a couple suppressors I'm gonna be making too. I'm thinking about, let's see, I gotta pay that. I might buy me a tube, suppressor tube. Then I still gotta buy the adapter for it too. So we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, man, that AAC, bro, I'm salty about that. Yeah, they definitely going up in price for sure. AAC is for me. All right. So yeah, what else was I gonna do? Um, Definitely need to. I need to get like a more solid. Nah, that really ain't gonna be a good replacement for real. Like, trying to think about my range setup. I would rather just be able to use this tripod and just stow it on the go. Just wrap it up, and then just stow it on my back. Just strap it, just hood, and then strap that mug. Like, I think I'm gonna start practicing that, like stowing away my gear. I think that'd be a sick drill to do, like stowing away everything. Like I'm on the move, like I'm shooting and I'm shit, yeah. Then I yeah, I think that'd be a sick drill to do. But yeah, I need drill ideas. I have about 35 that don't require like any specific equipment and aren't like too crazy. But I'm working on more. I have more that I need to actually write down and stuff, but they're pretty long and stuff. So, yeah, need more drill ideas, guys. Drills for the range. Oh, one. Did I do the one reload one? I think I did. I think it's in there. Ooh-wee. Man, I hate when motherfuckers don't answer the phone, bro. Why you ain't text me back, bro? I asked you what I wanted you to tell me. I've never heard of that shit, bro. What is that? Cheerios? Oh, that's what I thought it was. Cheerios. I thought you was saying it's actually called Heart Health, bro. All right. Well, that's all I wanted. I'll see you in a little bit. Hmm? Mother sucker. Mother sucker. Do, 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 do. Okay, I had some more stuff to do. I'm washing clothes though. I was gonna talk about rifles and why I like so many different types of rifles. I don't just like one, like, standard. The normal AR is cool. That's why I made sure I designated one as my standard AR. Standard AR, upper, lower bow carrier group. Nothing too crazy on it. The only thing crazy that I have on it is the FRT. But other than that, it works fine. I ran the mess out of it. Works cool. Nothing too crazy about it, to be honest. So, yeah, I think it's been pretty cool. Um, I like running oddball rifles to see if they work. A and B. Um, a lot of people don't understand the commonality of odd rifles. They think everybody just has an AR-15. No, with especially I can speak for PSA and Arrow. Like they're like number two and number three biggest like manufacturers last year at least. So for this year, I can't speak on like what they've done and what they haven't done. But PSA is definitely on the way to being like the number one gun distributor. So I would say their Jackal series has sold probably more than their ARs this year and last year. Just looking at the sales and stuff that I've seen, and just the interest that's been peaked. Like even their Saber ARs and all of that stuff, they're expensive. Like their Saber stuff is getting more and more up there in price. So it's pretty, getting up there. Like their SA, what is it, the MSAS or whatever, the SASS rifle clones are pretty good. The M110 clones are pretty good. And I think Lucas at T-Rex helped sell a shit ton of those, to be honest. Like, cause he actually helped test and develop those, which I applaud him to do, and I would love to see him do that again. But will that happen? I don't know. I would love to see him actually partnered with PSA, just to get an affiliate for like their ammo or something. Like that would be pretty cool to me. Just go out and support Lucas if you see him selling anything. I'm gonna be buying his slings soon. As soon as I see him back in stock, which he restocks pretty frequently. Also, kudos to him as well because he was so hands on with his business that he's actually so hands on and like involved in like the development process that he actually was never like not into like he didn't designate other people to like go test stuff and shit like that. Like he was always hands on with that stuff to the point where now he has to start over, and he's basically doing what he's always been doing, which is pretty cool. Mm. Tell me who do you think I love? That's not how the song goes at all. Okay. Also, um, I like weird rifles and stuff because sometimes the weird rifles are the ones that work. Have you noticed that the regular 308 has not been excuse me, has not been a thing. It's always the super accurized ARs or the other systems like the SCAR, the Spear, the MP5, the MP7, the AK, and all of these stuff that are even the Glock, that are selected for the government programs because those are the ones that pass the weird systems, especially like the SCARs and stuff. I'm curious to see what FN does with their stuff. I know with me and Well Dressed Tactical, we were just talking about that the other day about where do we think it's gonna go as far as modularity and tacticalness, I guess you could say. Definitely curious to see where that heads for sure. Um, but I'm loving the Jackal platform. I'm really looking into getting into another platform similar to it, but I can't really find one that's comparable. Like the BRN 180, people have had very bad problems with that. Um, what else? The CMMG, same thing. People have had, and then I get it QC and stuff, but like having failures where your hand guard just flies off while you're shooting, like that could possibly cause you like a third-degree burn. If it flies off and you know what I mean? But I get it, catastrophic malfunctions. Sorry, I can't talk. Have happened with the Jackal, but yeah, they've already fixed those problems. There we go. So yeah, I get it, but yeah, the Jackal just keeps growing. I wish that it was like one platform with like different mag wells for like one lower or something. That would be sick. That would be You know, I think that's what the ACR platform was supposed to be, was something like the Jackal, but like with interchangeable barrels and stuff. But that's not what the Jackal was designed in mind for. That's the ACR territory, which is why it ended up costing like $3,000, even though it was promised to be like 1,500. And that's why I think it didn't work. Um, and that's why I think it won't ever work. Even if they bring it back, I don't think they can do it for cheaper. I think if anything, it's going to cost more. So, yeah, curious to see. Curious to see. What's up? What's up, man? I was just talking about the Jackal too. Just talking about all of the stuff that I be doing to it. Like I made this one a 5.56 AK Jackal, and that's only been done by one other person that I seen. It was Heritage Arms, I think. Heritage Arms did one. Mine's is better though, obviously. Mine's more tactical. Also, I ran the shit out of mine. I think they barely ran theirs at all, to be honest. I ran like probably a good 3-4 thousand rounds through this thing already. This one has like 10K, but this one has like 7, 8. So yeah. But yeah, man, what's up, man? What's your Jackal? What caliber and all that stuff you looking like? Because we was just talking about how modular it is, and I was thinking like, what if they came out with like a lower that just takes multiple mag wells and takes multiple like you know, like one lower that can take AK mags, CZ Scorpion mags, AR-15 mags, all of that stuff all in one, even like 9mm converted mags. That'd be sick. Just got done working on my job. Kalashnikov. Nice, nice. What were you doing with to it? um I got a question too when you asked that 5.56 and 308. Nice. I'm working on my 308 one right now. If you want to see it, I got videos on it actually, but it's not finished yet. I still don't have the upper because I'm still trying to get the stock situation. That's actually the 308 stock right there. Long story short, I don't have the right screws, so I have to basically get another PSA Jackal kit that comes with the orange buffer and the orange screw, or the right screw. You, whoopsies. You would need a few adapters. Yeah, adding a DNT to it. Oh, nice. That's the thermal, right? Nice. Tell me who. What the heck? The lighting just went crazy. Anyways, yeah. But I'm thinking I got the 3X on this Prism. I'm gonna probably throw the 5X on it. I'm gonna make like an Elcan clone of my 308, and then I'm actually gonna put a dedicated scope on it and see how that lasts and stuff. See how that fares out to distance. I'm gonna be taking it, stretching it out probably to about 600, hopefully further. But yeah, 6 is the goal right now. But yeah, I have the Phase 5 ambi lever on it, and it fits no problem on both of these actually. No, not that one. I do have it on this loader. This is the original lower for that one. I got the Phase 5 on there, and it works. Did have to do some modding, but yeah. And then I got the binary on there. I wish this was the Arc Fire, but it's just a binary. But yeah, I'm probably going to end up making a part for the 308 Jackal. Can't say too much until I get the trademark on it. But it's going to be basically for this. This is the question I want to ask you though. Did you see the F5 new, the Gen 3 ACR stocks that they have for the 5.56? I don't think it's for the 308 yet. Yeah, I got this FRT right here. I just made a video about it. Why FRT my SPR? SPR. Yeah, but what are you talking about adapters though? I didn't need any adapters for this. This is just a Wolfpack Armory lower, and I just threw the adapter on there. But yeah, their adapter works. Not the adapter, the buffer. They sent me the wrong buffer. They sent me the 556 buffer. It's really skinny, and the 308 is gonna fucking shatter that thing. So they didn't send me the 308 like bigger, beefier orange tube, and they told me basically this is what PSA sent us, so this is what we got. I'm like, bro, this is not what PSA is sending out with their products. Like, I don't feel safe using what PSA doesn't recommend. Like, that's stupid. So basically, yeah, Saber 11.5. But is it suppressed though? No, I'm just playing. Saber 11.5. I don't even know if I've seen those. I'm sure I have though. But yeah, I got this is a flat face in here, flat face super safety in there. And yeah, that thing shot crazy, crazy, crazy fast. Probably, I'm thinking about actually throwing a H3 in there because I got the H2 in there now and it shoots pretty fast. H3 just to slow it down. It'll probably be, instead of like, it'll be like, it's kind of hard to emulate. But yeah, Otter Creek, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I've heard good stuff about those DNT from Texas Plinkin, I think, but he is an affiliate, so you know, biased, biased, but unbiased stuff. I've seen pretty decent stuff on him. Um, tell me who. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. The F5 Gen 3 stocks have the cheek riser that goes back and forth with the stock. It looks like a really nice upgrade, but I'm wondering what you think about it because I'm probably gonna get that if it comes up for the 308. I'll probably get it. Yeah, for sure. Definitely need to slow down that cycle rate for sure, for sure. That's what I was thinking. That was my thought process, bub. There we go. But yeah, that F5, let me show you actually a picture of it. If you can see, my other phone's a little damaged. 950 still in stock. Look, literally the last thing I was searching, I didn't even have to search it, was the PSA, the upper. But F5, their Gen 3 ACR stocks. Bro, I fucking hate AI, bro. Like, shut up. I don't care. Yes, I'm over 18. Have a question, but you won't help me. No, bitch, I don't care. There we go. So, yeah. Let's see if I can... This is the pistol brace version, but you get the idea. It like, and the cheek piece adjusts like without the stock, so it can be like between a couple different positions, which I think is pretty handy. Can be pretty handy. So I'm like, that'll be pretty nifty. But will it beat the A3 is the question. Because the A3 stock is pretty dopage popage, not gonna lie. It solves a lot of problems that I've had with it. With the pinch point and it being rougher and the cheek piece like not locking in place. That's the biggest thing, it doesn't lock in place. Like, it's not gonna solve that, but it's gonna be, I think, harder to unlock it if it's like in a different position. So that'll be pretty interesting. But we'll see. Yeah, man, a lot of work and thought went into my Jackal platforms for sure. Actually, oh, that reminds me, I need to check and see if this back hole is threaded or not. Oh, it doesn't have a back hole. Interesting. Well, I Interesting. Interesting. Tell me who. That's not threaded though. I wonder why that lower wasn't threaded. Anyways, yeah, my next after the 308, my next jackal build will probably be the bullpup 556, and that'll probably be it for me. Who do you think I love? Tell me who. Stay away from the AAC 556 with the squib loads. I've ran like a lot of AAC, and I have never had a problem with it. No, I'll take it back. I've had problems with their 762x39, like not being fully seated. But other than that, I've ran a lot of AAC 556. Like I still have a lot. I've ran probably. I've bought a lot. I would say probably like 15,000 rounds of AAC, like 77 OTM and 55 grain. I've never had a problem. I've never had a problem out of their 9mm. And I remember people were saying they were having problems with their Jag 9mm. Never ran that stuff. I just ran the regular 115 and 140 grain, whatever. I've never had a problem with that stuff. I wish AAC would sponsor me, honestly. But yeah, I've never had a problem with their ammo. And when I say I've bought a lot, like, let me see. Let me sign into my account so you can see how many orders I've done with them. Like, it's a lot. AC ammo. And each time I ordered, like, probably 300-400. 2 batches so far, and heavy recoil impulse on the batch. And then light impulses, like, 22. Oh, so you're getting like inconsistent stuff. When did you order it? Because I know that they were saying they were running out of powder and shit like that. But that was a problem that I seen why they switched to another powder manufacturer, because they were having inconsistent loads. Caught a squib. Load landed just before the crown. My 10 jack. Damn, that sucks, man. But yeah, I remember people were having problems with that with their first manufacturer of powder. That's why they switched to a more consistent loader, from what I understand. And I haven't seen no problems since then. But yeah, they said whoever was giving them the powder was it was like too inconsistent. Like the chemical formula makeup or something was too inconsistent. From what I understand, this is from what I know. Word for you. Batch when it first came. Yep, see, that's what it was. Yep. One thing I say about PSA is never order Gen 1. Never order when it first comes out. The last batch was 2 months ago. Yeah. Did you have problems with that one? Because like I've been ordering it for a while, like since like last year, and I haven't had no problems, but I guess I missed that initial like wave of it or whatever, because I've never had no problems with that. Or maybe I'm just lucky. See. Oh, I hate that I gotta prove that I'm a robot. Let's see. Ammonia smell is the worst. Indeed. Why you got ammonia smell though? Tell me who. Cars 1, 2. Man, I had a dream just now that I pulled up to my old job in a Ferrari. That shit was crazy. Alright, let me see. I'm going to show you. So look, this is all the orders that I've done, like, recently. Like, hold on. Oh. View all orders. Let's see. So yeah, I've done a lot of, when I say I've done a lot of orders, like, bro, this is not all my orders. Oh, I accidentally clicked on one. That's one order, but I did order hella shit in that order. But yeah, like all of these are orders. How many is it gonna show? Like 10 at a time? Damn, I'm trying to brag on you guys, and y'all making it fucking hard. Anyways, this is all my orders and shit I'll be making. I'll be doing a lot. I ain't trying to show my personal info, but yeah. Boom. Anyways, yeah, I ordered a lot of AAC shit. Safe to say. They were okay at customer service and reimbursed me for the rest of the ammo. Yeah. So did you just send back the ammo, or did they let you keep it or something? How'd that work? I didn't get a shirt or ball cap. I got the stickers. I got hella PSA stickers. I still got them probably. Let me see. Yeah, because they give me a shit ton. Them and Midwest Industries. Always give me a lot of fucking. Yeah. Um. Where the hell did these get in there? Anyways, I got a lot of stickers. These are just the ones that I found in my drawer, though. I got 80 Arms, Midwest, PSA, 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 and then that's it. Those are the ones I just found immediately. But yeah. I mean, for some reason, it's not. It's showing me the message and then it disappears. Like I have to look at it on my phone. Hold on. I dumped the ammo into a. Arrange to sell the brass. Okay. Oh man, if you had a reload station, you could have like deprimed it and sold everything individually. You could have sold the powder, the bullets, and the cases, and the primers probably. But yeah, that's actually a lot of money in that stuff. I'll be like, one of these days when I get all my builds and stuff done, I'm gonna start building my own ammo. I'll make like a forge and everything. All over. Yeah, I got a shit ton of PSA stickers, but I only put like I don't like plastering the same sticker on stuff. Like I have a whole bunch of different stickers on my stuff. Like I'm looking at my tool chest now. I have Primary Arms Phase 5, P80, Magpul, Midwest, FPC. What's that? Filster holsters. Another ADP, not P80. That's ADP. Extreme shooters, PSA, a barcode for something I don't know what it is, mannequin, some trigger company, and then another eBay company I don't know who the fuck they are, and then like just a gun sticker, and then I know it's stuff on the other side. I don't feel like flipping it though. Probably gonna make like a patch wall up here, something like probably like right here. So I'm gonna move this probably over there, or I'm probably have this full of guns by this time next year. So. I ain't gonna have no room. I only use PMC X-Tech now. Yeah, I have a shit ton of that still to this day. I have like a lot of it. But that's like my second go-to because they usually be the same price. Like similar price, if not the same, as the AAC 556. But now the AAC is going out of business. Not going out of business, but they're like losing their powder supplier. And they're gonna be out for like a year. I've been stacking up on their 77 OTM, which I'm probably gonna get some more of soon. And then I've just been getting whatever I see that's available. My local Bass Pro actually had it for like 50 cents a round, which surprised the fuck out of me. They had 200 rounds for $100. I was like, damn, that's actually what I pay on online for most ammo. One thing I won't get though is remanufactured. Like that's no bueno for me, like ever. But where do you get your PMC though, and how much do it be when you buy it? Because I'm curious to see if I can find it cheaper somewhere else. Because I tried MOC, and MOC it don't ever give you free shipping if it say it's free shipping. Like they be fucking lying. You want rare breed? You want rare breed? Hold on. To send me a T-shirt. Yeah. The 77 LTM AC was the squid blows. Yeah, see, that's crazy. I've shot a lot of that stuff, but I've never had a squid blow. Me or my friend, Caveman Tactical, we've shot a lot of it like recently, and we have not had no problems with it. I think he had one problem with a round. We don't know if it's the round or the rifle, because he shoots like almost exclusively suppressed. So I'm pretty sure that's what backing up the system. I had a problem with ammo, adjusting my gas settings on my Jackal. I forgot that I could do that. I was running some random. I went from 77 OTM to 55 grain. I think it was PMC. And it started jamming up, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I just adjusted the gas, and it ran fine. Like I didn't even have to open it; I had to actually close it a little bit. So that was kind of weird. But from my experience running the Jackals as hard as I have, it's very ammo sensitive. But once you get it tuned for the ammo, like you can't just run a whole bunch of different ammos at one time through it. Like you can't have a mag full of a whole bunch of different because it's gonna jam up. So I run the same ammo like all the time, and it works cool for me. It works for me. My clothes are finally done, I think. X-Tech, nice. I have some of their mags, the X-Tech, X-Tech, X-Tech. One of my first videos on the AK was about their ammo. I mean, their mags. Okay, but you buy 20,000 rounds? How much does fucking 20,000 rounds run? What do you buy cheaper? 1K, 62 grand. Case. But about 20K. I mean, obviously, 20K is going to be way cheaper. 1K, 62 grain, X Tech. I think I bought the 55. I have a shit ton of the 55 grain. I don't have a lot of the 62 grain. So, yeah. I haven't tried the 62 grain on that yet, of the X Tech. I need to start getting it, though. But, yeah, you're right. Buying in bulk is always cheaper. But I don't ever usually do that. I usually buy it if I can. And like 100, 200, 300, whatever I can afford at the time. I just be, I need to do more shorts. Why am I slowly drifting to the right? 20. Okay. I mean, that's not, I think the most I've ever spent on ammo was like 1,000. And that was for a training class I was going to. So, never really dabbled that deep into ammo, like storage like that. But I do have a decent stockpile. I ain't gonna say how much or how, kind of defeats the purpose. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, real estate, definitely. I'm just an engineer, so we don't make a whole bunch. Not like, a whole bunch. Make a decent amount, but not enough to like really splurge. Like, I make enough to splurge on what I want to splurge on. Plus, having a kid, he's using up a lot of my money right now. I've been on here for 69 minutes. Give me another clip on there. Bam. But yeah, man, I'm gonna look you up. I'm about to subscribe to you actually. Kalashnikov Mania 2074. So I gotta sign in on on my other phone. Kalashnikov Mania 2074. There you go. Oh, I'm already subscribed. Huh. Interesting. I've watched a couple of your videos already. You got a call from Rare Breed? They called you. It's like fucking cease and desist, motherfucker. Suck your ass. That's what they did to Hoffman. I'm like, bro, how lame can you be, bro? I can't believe they did that shit to him. Like, he did not do nothing wrong, and they are so upset that they're losing money. Like that's all they care about, bro. I thought they were actually fighting for the Second Amendment. They were fighting for their right to just sell that shit. Like that's all they cared about. Is just selling their fucking triggers and making money. Like, why else would their trigger be so expensive? Like that shit never made sense to me. Why is this drop-in trigger $500? It's because they had a lock on the market and they were making a lot of money when they were selling them, and now that they can't no more, they see that a shit ton of people are making a lot of money selling those super safeties, which is a completely different design, and they are so upset about it. But yeah, I'm already subscribed to you, buddy. I am about to. Getting off of here in like 5 minutes. Yeah. Getting off of here. Tumble upon impact. What type of bullet is that? I need to get off the internet. The grease failed in rain? Wow. That's interesting. I've always thought grease was better. I thought about running my 1911 with grease on it, but from what I've seen, yeah, grease collects more dirt and stuff than anything. Grease is only good for like stuff that's not gonna be directly in the elements, and 1911's almost everything is directly in the elements. So grease is a no bueno. But it does need to stay wet. The 1911 definitely does need to stay wetter than my ex, unfortunately. Gun butter failure. Wow. That's a nice one too. So I'm surprised that failed. That's pretty crazy. White lithium is the best for FRTs. Yeah, I don't like the drop-ins actually. I'm a big fan of the three position, just the arc fire, and what's the other one? I can't remember the name of the other one. But I'm a big fan of just the regular ones that you assemble and everything yourself. The drop-ins, I see their niche, but yeah. What's up, well dressed? You caught me, man. Hey, you caught me. I was gonna call you actually if I got off of here before I said what's up to you. But man, now that you on, bro, I'm gonna stay on for like another, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Chop it out, my boy. For sure, for sure. But yeah, we was just talking about those rare breed, man. They've been tripping. They're the ones that makes the FRT, and they've been suing people like people who just releasing the files on the super safety. I'm like, bro, they're so money hungry. Like that's so I hate that. I hate that, bro. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Um. So let me ask you this, well dressed. F5 just came out with a new ACR stock for like every platform that they have the ACR adapters for, whatever, right? And they have an adjustable cheek piece, so the stock goes back, the cheek piece can go back, but they can move like independent of each other. So you can have the stock like all the way back, the cheek part right here, or you can have the cheek part right here or right here. Like it's got all these different adjustments and stuff. Do you think that's an improvement on the ACR design, ACR stock design? I do, but I don't think it solves its main problem with like the height not locking into place. If they have like an actual mechanism to lock the cheek part in place, like a button or something, like how the A3 has a button, then I think that would be like probably the perfect ACR stock, in my opinion. They haven't came out with like the perfect one yet, but you know, I still off the A4T patent stuff. I like the Rare Breed better though. Yeah, and actually, Rare Breed copied the patent from somebody else. Apparently, in like the early 2000s, somebody already had the patent on it. They just haven't been they've been silent. Like, and it wasn't the people who own Rare Breed who had the original patent on it. So actually, they're trying to sue somebody for copyright infringement on a product that's already been copywritten. That's why they can't win no cases, because the original patent is older than Rare Breed's. But yeah, it's just about money because they're not selling a lot right now, so they're trying to get they're cease and desist in other companies to try to get them to push the money towards them again. Which we get it, y'all did the legal thing, we appreciate that, but I thought it was for the Second Amendment, but apparently it was a money grab, a big money grab. Let me see. Broke too many super safeties. These nuts edges all failed and broke. The Warhammer lasted past 8K rounds. I think it depends on which guns and how high is the sight. Yeah, true. For my specific instance is the 3X that I'm running right here. So I would have to be able to basically my normal grip and then like tilt my head up a little bit for the top red dot. So I would need like a medium. That's why I like the A3 because it has the 3 positions, so you can adjust it. So I'll probably have it like the second or something like that. And for this one, the biggest flaw in it is that it unlocks by pushing it forward. So you push it forward, unlock, push it back. The only thing is when you're doing that, your face is having constant pressure forward on it, so it can unlock. And I've had that happen to me once already, where it unlocks while I'm shooting it, and that's a big no bueno for me. That's why I think they need some type of mechanical, you know. At least F5 is trying though, because there hasn't been no real changes in the ACR stock in a long time. Like A3 really redesigned it. They didn't even change the actual, you know what I mean? But this is the 3rd generation. The first generation of the ACR from F5 was trash. The second was like all metal. That's what this one is. The second one with like the all metal frame and everything with like the original polymer, glass infused, whatever. And the third is like adjustable cheek piece, but not adjustable for height. It's just adjustable position. If they make adjustable height, that'll probably be like the perfect stock. In my opinion, you know, opinion warning, obviously. And I am not biased. They didn't send me that shit, so I paid my own $350 for that goofy ass stocks. And they have an exchange program. If they make it for the 308 Jackal, I'm gonna send it back and get the new one and see what that's going on. Yo, Stifler, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? I was just telling my boy, Caveman Tactical about you. My 3X. Hold on. Sorry, guys, I'm missing the messages. My 3X comes with different height adjustable parts. That is nice. I wish mine's did. Waiting to try Brent 2 and the stock folds when you're firing because the roll pin sucks. That is one thing I will say about this is that all the folding parts that I've got. Oh, the Gen 1 ACR was terrible at this, but this new one is very solid. It only has like a little bit of play, but you can't like throw it forward. You actually have to like push it down and to unlock it, and then or to lock it, I guess, out of the folding position. You can't just like shake it and then like it actually has a metal on metal, so it's like, you know, solid locking. And then once you lift it up, then it unlocks and like Swiss. And then you can't unlock this one without like pressing the button. The button is very solid. Like I said, it's all steel on steel. Oh yeah, definitely. I was just talking to Lucas from T-Rex Arms about this. I commented on his Instagram post where he's asking questions, and I said, how important is word of mouth in the business? And he said it's everything. He said without reputation, you know, and it can't be easily destroyed overnight. And that's why it's so important. But he was basically saying like, yeah, word of mouth is everything in business. Like if your shit is shit, people will say that and it will spread forever. But if it's good, people will know that and that will spread even further. Very good point. And Lucas would know. because I'm sure Lucas has made probably hundreds of thousands from selling products at T-Rex, and he's already probably making way more than that now, I would think, because he's getting like most of the revenue himself. Oh yeah, no problem though. Yeah, I always try to spreading the good two-way news, you know. Yeah, I'll probably be on here till like 11, guys. I'm getting some gems tonight, man. I'm editing some of these. I'm saving some of these, editing them. Let's see, Lucas. Yeah. Somebody was saying that he should make his other company should be called like Asteroid or something because T-Rex arms. The Asteroid killed a T-Rex. I have a theory that I think if they don't sell him back his share, I think Lucas will buy them all out because T-Rex is doing bad. There's been signs that I've been seeing, and this is just coming from me having a business and stuff. I know that it costs a lot and you don't make a lot of money selling on places like eBay, especially like from a bigger manufacturer. You don't make really no commission off of selling stuff on like eBay or Amazon and stuff. And I've seen a lot of T-Rex stuff on eBay and Amazon recently. And I can see in the videos, like everybody's saying, no matter what they'll say, they'll be talking about the saw. And they'll be like, well, how did it feel when you saw Lucas out of your, and I'm like, damn. And I even seen the writing on the wall. And I was asking my friend, like, why has Lucas not been in a T-Rex Arms video? Or, yeah, why has he not been in a T-Rex Arms channel video for like a couple months? Like, I wanted to see him on that PSA Jackal video and the Saw video, and it was like the Crink video too after that. I wanted to see. I'm like, why is he not on none of these videos? I'm like, what the hell? What's up? What's up? How's it going, man? Hey, we talking about Lucas super strapped. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, true, true. All you can do is what you can do. That's what my dad always tells me. All you can do is what you can do, man. What happened to him sounds there. Yeah, having business people. Unfortunately, sometimes we've been there before. That is sad. I know. And he started his new company from the same place he started his old one, from his garage. He just got a bigger, better garage now. But yeah, family stuff, man. It's crazy. Like they didn't like his wife, and it was one of the employees. They were refusing to fire him, and he was sending explicit photos to his wife, and like he's like, yeah, y'all not gonna do nothing. I can't stand on that. Lucas, I like Lucas because he stand on business. He said, if y'all don't fire this dude, I'm gone. Like I don't care of the backlash, the aftermath, none of that. It's like YouTube and I said YouTube. It's like Ice Cube and Jerry Heller. Like he was like, bruh, I'm not taking none of that, bro. Like y'all got me bent for real. Yeah, I think they did try to bury it. And Lucas was the one who actually exposed it. He was like, "Nah, I'm gonna talk about this. Like y'all got me bent." Yeah, it was pretty crazy how it all happened. Um, I don't know which mask I should wear. Should I wear this mask or just the gold visor? Which one? Which one should I wear, y'all? Which one y'all want to see? I think the gold one goes better with this lighting. Try to see if I can still see in this mug, man. Yes, sir. Ski. One of the board members' sons. Yeah, I think so. I know he's an employee, but I don't remember who exactly he was for sure. I look like Frozone with this thing on. I just need to expose my mouth. Pause. It got the face ID out there. It's crazy work. Yeah, so let's see. I'm whole concept of mind boggling. Family works, yeah. A skull mask. Yeah, I'm working on actually getting a what's it called? A Wakanda mask. I like Killmonger's mask. I don't know if I'm gonna mount it or wear it. Who knows? But I'm liking this one so far. One good thing COVID gave us is some decent mask selection. I seen the one with like the lights and the dreads and stuff. I think that's more for gamers. I might actually shoot in that one day, but for now, this is sufficient. This is sufficient for me. So I'm thinking about building a SIG Spirit, guys. What should I do? 5.56 or 300 blackout? I'm actually thinking. Can I start a poll on here? Let me see. No. How do I start a poll? I don't know if I can on this. I think Lucas bought 50% of the tier manufacturing team with him. Yeah, I know he bought a lot of the TNE people with him, and yeah, I mean, he brought his loyalists. It's like the Republican party or something. He brought the loyalists with him. Why can't I start a poll on here? I guess I can't start a poll if I'm not sideways. That's trash. 5.56. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a 5.56. And then integrated suppressor. I know 5.56 definitely has a bigger load range and stuff like that. But, I was like, if I do 300, it'll be quieter. But I don't really know. It depends, because I'm thinking about doing, I want a smaller build. Like, I'm not going to build 2 MCXs. I'm going to do a smaller build. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do one of them. And it's going to be integrated suppressed. But if I do a smaller 300 black, I can do like an 8-inch barrel and have it like permanently suppressed, direct thread. And then I can have the handguard over that, and then it can be really compact like truck gun and stuff, right? But if I do 5.56, the shortest they have is 10-inch, which would be good for lethality out to longer distance. I think I'm going to do the 10-inch 5.56. Even though I do want to do a 300 black build, I don't think I'm going to do it in MCX. Only because I know if I do, I'm going to need a 30 cal can, right? Nice, well dressed. Yeah, y'all, if y'all see somebody that y'all like what they saying, go to their channel. Make sure y'all sub. If y'all want to sub to Stifler Manufacturing, y'all can go ahead. I'm gonna see if I can make some more mods in here. Let's see. Oh, I can't do it off this phone because I'm not live on here. Let me see if I can do it on this phone. I probably can't. For some reason, it doesn't. Okay, here we go. Add as moderator. Bam. Got you. Now you're a moderator. Now if you see some BS, which probably won't happen until it starts snowing again. 10-inch for T and Whisper Pickle. Not the 10-inch 308. Ooh-wee. I thought they only had the 12.5 and the 14.5 and 16. You cut it? That 308 way too long. You need to cut it. I have the power. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Do 5.56 9mm 22 and laying around all over SHTF locations. Nice. So you have like caches set around different locations and stuff. I do too. I'm thinking about actually designating a bug out area for myself. Like, I have family out that stays about 2 hours away by car. That'd be probably like a 6-hour walk, maybe 7. I was like, man, I could probably do like 6 cache locations, different areas and stuff. Like, oh man, 7.5-inch scar. What are we talking about here, guys? 7.5-inch scar. Hey, that is what Well Dressed was just talking about getting, the baby scar. Talk to him, Well Dressed. Tell him what you're gonna get, man. Because I don't know, I don't remember the caliber or nothing, but he definitely said he wanted the SBR that did bruh. The baby scar looks fire, but what really it looks sometimes with me, it looks like the receiver is longer than the barrel and the stock, and that kind of blows me sometimes. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it blows me like my ex should have. Be the regular urban pickup rounds. Yeah, for sure. I would say 22 is on that list too. Yeah, he got that right. 22 is definitely on that list as well. The Q300. Yeah, I remember, but you was saying you was looking into getting the baby scar, and that's what he was just talking about, the baby scar. My scar 17 as a 13-inch barrel. Nice. So you got a pendant weld or you SBR'd it? Interesting. I was unsubscribed with the phone. That's why I never seen the lives. Man, y'all gotta stay sub. And this is what I do. If I really fuck with you, like if I really mess with you, I be doing this with Eyes and Ears Tactical. I actually be having to like search his channel and sub back up, and then like comment on a couple of, like you have to engage, because YouTube will say in their mind like, nah, bro, he ain't engaged with them. I'm gonna unsubscribe him because he's not engaged with them. Even though we're just waiting to be notified, we have to be more active. And I'm noticing that gets you a lot more subs and a lot more view time on YouTube for sure if you're engaging more with your actual sub. So like I'll randomly see somebody post something and I'll be like, man, great video. Love to see this. Maybe you should try this attachment, or maybe you should do this next time, or woo woo, or I'll just, strike up a conversation if I can. And YouTube will see that I'm, actually interacting with them, and they'll actually recommend a couple of their videos on my, recommended maybe possibly for next type. You know what I mean? Just to give y'all a little bit of sauce. I could do a university on the sauce for real. Like I ain't got a whole bunch of subs, but I know how to do this YouTube thing for a little bit. I've been doing it for like almost 6 years now. It'll be 6 years in a couple days that I've been doing YouTube. And no, my channel isn't huge or nothing, but I got 1 million views. You know what I mean? I'm at like 1.5. So you feel me? I'm doing decent. Got a lot of videos out there, a lot of information out there. I got like 500 plus videos. So yeah. And I got like 500 plus more at least that I want to post. But as the car firefighter on the road, the Moonies run out. I'm well armed. Getting myself the followers. I don't remove YouTube and refollow. Yeah. YouTube just be my big with Law folder. So I seen the Law Tactical came out with that adapter, like 1913 adapter kit. I might designate a pistol for that, like just do a 1-point pistol, or maybe like just a plain Jane folding stock and just have that. My biggest downside of the Law system is you can't use the forward assist, and that sucks. Like that bites. And I don't understand why they took that away. I mean, I get it, but yeah, it sucks for sure. Like they need a proprietary like forward assist system, because if it had a forward assist, it would be like probably one of the best, if not the best, ways to fold your AR, like normal AR. But I think the Deadfoot Arms is beating it because you can still use the forward assist with that. They just cut the bolt a little bit in the back. We should get some quality filament, better 3D printer, CNC shop. Crank up pistols. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to see like some metal FCU Glocks that actually work, or even a FCU 1911. That would be sick. And then you just swap out the grips. You just print the polymer grips and shit. Like that would be dope. I'm actually working on one manufacturer right now. They actually make a 80% or 76%, whatever. I think they are 80, because you can, when it's metal involved, like a lot of metal, you can still do 80s. But they're 80% FCU Glock manufacturer, and they have a whole bunch of files for printable grips. And I'm working on getting them to make like a 17 or something, so that way I can do a 19 style, slide and comp with the 17 grip, so it's integrated into the compensator without being the Gen 5. That would be so sick. And then being able to swap grips and stuff like I think it's raining a little bit today. I'm gonna use the grippier texture, or it's a lot hotter today, so I'm not gonna use as deep of a texture. I'm gonna do a little slicker, or something that's gonna grab my sweat a little better in my hand, something like that. More modular pistols, that's what I think we need. And I think Madpool has the right idea, but I don't know. They need to drop an 80%er. That's what I think. I don't care. I don't want to do the background checks no more. I don't care. I don't want to do them. And really, what we need for SHTF is a decent community. Forced to reset. failed 3D printing forums. I remember they used to have remember the 3D print parties? Y'all remember that? The 80% parties or whatever that they used to have. I remember that. I was too young at the time. I was like 20 when I first heard about them, and then I was like, "Oh, damn, it's a real thing. It's really serious too." Like, I was like, "Yeah, this is not worth it for me." Unfortunately, guys, took down a couple hundred of my videos because of bending flats and rivets installs. Oh, perfect channel. I need to check you out for yeah, because I'm about to build me some AKs. I need to learn how to. So, how do you line up? So I'm about to get a kit that's already pre-populated barrel, pre-head spaced. All I have to do is literally get a receiver and install my rivets on the receiver. What's the process of lining up the front trunnion with the receiver? Like, I have not seen a video on doing that yet. Maybe I can on Rumble or something, but is it like literally just line it up to where it stops and then you just drill the hole and then you just punch it? Like, is that it? Because if that's the case, that sounds pretty fucking easy and I can do that shit. With the FCU, we may see aluminum frames in the future. Yeah, I would love to see aluminum frames, especially Glock aluminum frames that aren't like POSs. Wording is very touching. And the AI. Icarus has metal frames for the FCU. Yeah, for the SIGs, though. Do they have them for the Glock, the Masada already, or whatever? Not the Masada. I'm thinking of ACR still. The Magpul stuff. There are tools sold that will help with the lineup. That's what I need. The RXM. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Twin Jan, what's up, my boy? Yes, sir. Dang, I think YouTube finally started letting people know I was live now. You still find Jinx to help clamp and line things up. Caveman, what's up? What's up? Finally. Yeah, I told you it's jumping right now. I don't know why YouTube recommended my shit tonight. But I have been on for like an hour and some change, so contact Robski, tools and other items. He still sells AK jigs. That's interesting. Okay, because I was just writing down my collage build list right here for my crank, my 762. Contact Rob Ski for jig 180% AK Operators Union. AK Operators Union. Definitely need that because I literally just need the jig to like line it up because it's already head spaced, populated, everything. I literally just need to hit that first rivet to connect it to the to the thing, and then after that, I'm good to go. Just rear trunnion, hand guard or not hand guard, trigger guard, which I might leave out honestly. I'll probably get a custom one and then mag release, and that's it. That'll be it for the AK. So this is what I was telling you, Caveman. The kit already comes with everything you need. All you need to do is attach the receiver, which is basically 1, 2, 3, 4 rivets in the main components, and then you have to do the trigger guard, which is a separate 4. And then after that, it's basically done, from what I've seen in my experience. Sorry, I'm falling behind on comments, guys. What up, twin? More sales lined up, yeah. So Stifler, me and Caveman were just talking about this. Are you feeling a drought right now as far as like sales and stuff? Like, because he was just telling me a business went out of who was it that you was telling me just went out of business? I forgot that quick. But they're like behind on payments and stuff like that. So they're like actually falling behind because of the Trump drought, the Republican drought, whatever they're calling it. Suitable jigs from DLD Hardware. DLD Hardware. Big Texas Ordnance. Yep. And don't they have a big YouTube channel? Or I'm thinking of like another guy, maybe. You said DLD. Because I definitely need these jigs. Because I had to bury and find the jig who makes the gas port cutting thing. Because I am actually going to make an AK like just with the parts. But the first one, probably even the second one, is going to be like pre-populated, pre-headspaced, everything like assembled already. LMT. Yeah. So they owed LMT money. And I know LMT ain't struggling for money because they got them military contracts. I'm pretty sure Big Texas Ordnance has a channel, and I'm pretty sure I've watched it. I'm gonna look it up real quick. DLD Hardware. Where for jigs? Yeah, because I need to find. I know that AK Builder has a decent amount of like jigs and stuff, but I didn't see like a jig to like line it up and shit like that. I just seen one to drill like the trigger pins and shit like that, which I probably won't need because I'm gonna dedicate a binary trigger out the rip. Like that's a good thing about building your own is you can avoid a lot of like the malarkey of like custom parts and stuff. Like I don't need a handguard retainer because I'm going with the JMac shit and it doesn't require one. So that's a headache that I'm not gonna need. Like off rip, I'm not gonna do that. Also, I'm not gonna need to drill like 3 holes for my trigger pins because I'm only gonna need 2. I'm gonna need the safety one and then the one for the rear because I'm going with the binary trigger. It only requires 2, and it literally comes with caps to fill that other third hole. I'm just not gonna drill that other hole. Simple. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that they have a. I heard a lot to businesses why you're supposed to program processes. Yeah, that makes sense. You want some slides? Shit, I want some slides, but not for free. I mean, for a discount. I'll sell them. I'll promote them. If you even, bro, I'm telling you, if you give me like a 10% discount, I'll promote the shit out of your slides. I don't care. I'll be like, hey, 10% off. You use this code right here. Boom. It ain't got to be a working code, but that'll give you traffic. You know what I mean? I've learned a couple things actually selling stuff recently. Circle. Circle. Okay, that's what I need for the river. That's what I need. I don't know if I need it for the rear trunnion install, but I'll still get it because I'll probably need it at some point. SARCO. Rear. What is it? Trunnion jig. I gotta look all these up when I get off of here. Angels like you. Next tree sales. Yeah. I'm trying to prepare for the next election. Motherfuckers looking forward to it. I'm trying to prepare for that shit, man. I think that shit is gonna be crazy. Stifler, okay. Just couldn't keep their books in order. Yeah. Tampon Tim is crazy. Yeah, nah, they would never. I knew they weren't gonna win because nobody knew what the fuck they were running on. Like, and then once they literally just started stealing Trump shit, I'm like, yeah, it's over. They're cooked. They're cooked like bacon. Cooked like. Speaking of which, have y'all heard about what's the fraud going on with the Somalis in Columbus, Ohio, and in Minnesota, and I think it's one other place too, where they're literally just stealing millions, and like they're getting money for daycares, and there are no kids there. Like they're just funneling money, and apparently Ilhan Omar is behind it, and she's the one who's like, yeah, bro, and she's Somali, and she got in the country illegally by marrying her brother, which in Islam is allowed, which is crazier. That's the craziest part to me. For their followers. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I mean, I don't have that many subs. I got like 2,000 something, almost 25, I think. But my subs, I can see myself getting to 3K before March because this is around the time, like, once I start going live more, this is around the time that my shit starts thumping. No cap. Like, yeah, I can already see my shorts are going up too. The G26 slides. I don't know if he said he was going to or not. Midterms are the key, yeah, for sure. 43 slides will be sick. Yeah, because I think I had asked you about like more red dot cuts, like footprint cuts. But I mean, I'm cool with just the RMR. And it's crazy that you guys are better than Glock because Glock still doesn't make a direct mount RMR for their own slide. Like, why? They still have like an optic system. Like, bro, why? I don't understand the logistics on why they don't just make a direct RMR mount. It's so stupid. Even they could do even a 507K or RMSC direct mount, and they still don't. Like Glock don't care about people, bro. I swear they do not care. It's not that they're trying to give aftermarket companies more business, bro. They do not care about their customers. I swear. At least on the civilian side, they don't care. Nah, it's further than that. I just seen a video where ICE was actually arresting people in Minnesota for the fraud. Like, and of course they're illegal immigrants that are taking this money. It's not like they're normal. They're not citizens. Like, they're of course they're illegal immigrants, and this is being promoted by Ilhan Omar, which is the craziest part. Somebody in Congress committing fraud, the same stuff they accused Trump of, but will she be arrested? No. And then they went deeper. They're saying that she's benefiting financially from this. She's getting some of the money on the back end. I'm like, that's politics. I'm gonna be talking about this on my political channel, yo. If y'all want to subscribe to Political Civilian, I have that linked in my main on my main page, my main description to my other channel, Political Civilian. I'm making a video on that tonight, and guess what? I show my face on that channel. All right, Kalash, it's been cool talking to you, man. The Gen 6 already has issues according to my Golden Web. Yeah, Golden Web be exposing people. They fucking mad at him, bro. They are fucking mad at him. That Q Honey Badger video, oh man, they are upset. Cause that shit did like 200 rounds or something. Like, bruh, that's crazy work. And they just made a video on the Jackal. They said it went 2K rounds, no problem. But they didn't do they didn't get the Atreus or nothing like that through it. So I'm curious to see how the Jackal would do through that. With it being a piston system, I would. Oh, for sure, but it's so crazy. Like when you put up to the building, first of all, there was like one car in the parking lot during peak business hours, and then like, oh man, yeah, you like him? He's real. Nah, man, 704 Tactical Real, bro. I don't care what nobody says. I made a video about him on my channel. I was like, 704 made me buy this like, cause it was a laser light, and it was like $78 or something like that. And he has like a review on it where the laser held zero. So I was like, ooh, I gotta get that. Regrettably, it got stolen, but I do still like that company. It's like Easy Shoot or something like that. Yeah. He exists. Yeah. Oh, you talking about Big Texas Ordnance or whatever? I think that's the name of the dude channel, bro. I swear. I don't know if that's the like dude on the, but yeah, no, they definitely rushed that V series stuff because of the lawsuits for sure. But the thing is, people switched it out already. Like they already have made switches. So it's no 704. Yeah, yeah. Better say my guy real. Now he cool because he actually be responding to my comments and stuff. That's why I like him. But now he do some decent reviews. I like him specifically because he does the shit that's affordable. Like nobody else that has like 1 million+ subs is doing the shit that he does. I don't know how many subs he has. I know he got a lot, but he's done shit on like the psionics. He'll do shit like the primary arms stuff, like a lot of the primary arms stuff. Most of the bigger channels are just sponsored by primary arms, but I don't think he is. I think he's sponsored by Optics Planet, and I think AAC sponsored him. The Kalash dude was just saying that we was just talking about AAC ammo, and they was saying that he had some squiblos with his 77 grain. But I was telling him like, was that the first batch or the second? Because they switched to powder, and he's like, yeah, nah, man, it just happened to me. But he's like, it was old ammo though. I was like, yeah, you gotta switch that shit out, bro, because that's why they changed their powder, because they said the lows were too inconsistent. The chemical makeup of them was too inconsistent. I remember when I seen the AAC factory tour, they were saying that they were working on developing their own powder and chemical and all of that stuff. Like, I don't know what happened to it. Like, maybe it just was way out of their cost range or something. I don't know. But I remember they were saying they were trying to develop their own factory and stuff. But I don't know what happened to it. Maybe that's why they're saying it's going to take like a year, because their own stuff hasn't been fully perfected and developed or something. Like, I don't know. I hope they do. That would be clutch if they made their own shit and it was actually consistent. Like that would be clutch for sure. Sorry, I'm behind. I thought at first you said we were getting a Glock on the V before GTA 6. Yeah, I definitely think they rushed it, and I think they took time on the 6. But is it the 6V or is it the normal 6? Because if it's the normal Glock Gen 6, it's still gonna be banned everywhere. Like these lawsuits, bro. We can't let moms demand flapping win. Yeah, I've heard Glock is working on the rifle. If it's a rifle, it's probably gonna be worse than PSA. Like I can imagine. Just to get it super reliable, the tolerance is gonna be really loose. Like I can see that. I can see Glock doing that. 100%. I can see Glock doing that. An FCU Glock would be crazy, but I don't think they're willing to put the time and development into it. Like I think Glock is literally one of the most money hungry organizations out there. I think they're worse than the NRA, to be honest. How the NRA was, not how they are now. You know what I mean. Yeah, I mean, but they don't like it, but they're not trying to do nothing about it. Like it took them how long just to come out with a flat face, decent trigger? It took them 6 generations to do that shit, and they release a generation how often? Every 5 years, every 4 years. So why the freak did it take so long? And it was a long gap between Gen 3 and Gen 4. Like a long gap. Like, oh yeah, this is what people wanted, more ambi slide releases. No, that's not at all. No, yeah. Oh, now we give people different back straps. Ooh, for the palm swells. Oh, that's what we wanted. We didn't want a different grip texture. We didn't want a thumb rest, a thumb paddle, a thumb recessed grip, whatever. We didn't want mag wheels, some type of flared mag wheel out of the box. We didn't want that. We didn't want a optic system that makes sense. We didn't want suppressor height sights. We wanted a fucking palm swell. Fucking Glock, bro. And that's the biggest reason why nobody can convince me that Glock is better than 1911s. Because at least they fucking listen to the manufacturer. Now, granted, there's some 1911s that's bad. And when I say bad, I don't mean like as in quality. There are some. But I think the worst part of 1911s is the lead times. Like I seen one 1911, the Triarch. The lead time was like a year and a half. I'm like, by the time I get it, I forgot I ordered it and I don't even want it no more. There was one that was, the lead time was like 3.5 years. And I think 1911 Syndicate did a whole video on them. I was like, that's, yeah. I think that's one of their biggest downfalls as far as like the manufacturing in that aspect, you know? Yeah, you're probably right about that. Because now that I think about it, it was a long ass time between the Gen 4 and the Gen 5, too. More than 4 years. Probably like 5 or 6. Oh, and I think they did that intentionally, Stifler. I think they made it so that you can't, the parts aren't interchangeable because they were trying, I think they were trying to deter the aftermarket space with that. But the changes are so slight. It's like slight enough to be annoying. Like, yeah, only 8K. Why the fuck would I get that? Because it was in John Wick? No fucking way, bro. $8,000 for a pistol. That bitch better suck and fuck me for $8,000, bro. That bitch better marry me and have a fucking baby by me, like for 8,000 shit. Yeah, there's no fucking way. 8,000 just because it was in a fucking movie, just because Terrence Tactical touched it, like, bruh, he can touch the. I was about to say something crazy. I can't say that on YouTube. Yeah, the Terrence Tactical got me messed up, bro. No way, no way. I would get 4 Triarchs and wait combined lead time of 4 years before I get a Pit Viper. Like, number one, it's not that good of a gun. Two, it's a competition gun. I don't like competition guns. Three, even if I did like competition guns, I'm not paying 8,000 for one. Like, what is the coating? Just pure gold? No, it's not. I would get a who's the people that make the RDSM? Not the RDSM. That's no. It's the Chambers Customs. Is it Chambers Customs? They make they have a compensated 1911 too. I forgot who makes it. I'm drawing a blank, but yeah, I would get a Chambers before. They have like 4 gunsmiths or something that work on all their lead time is like half a year. I remember I wanted them to cut my slide for their red dot plate and stuff, and their lead time was like 7 months, and it was like $800. I would pay for that and another pistol before I fucking buy a Pit Viper. Like, no, no way, no way. I can build a Sand Viper for not even a fourth of that with jigs included, like 80% frame, slide, barrel, all of that. Yeah. With that being said, I've waited a year and a half for one part. And that was during COVID though, so that was different. But yeah, there's no way, no fucking way. Anyways, guys, I'm about to get off of here. I've been on here for a long ass time. So yeah, I'm not cussing that. So I'm getting up off of here. I'll get off here in like 5 minutes, just FYI though. You know. Loot drops. Bro, I was watching this show. Have you ever seen Doomsday Preppers? Oh my gosh, it's the funniest show. Bro, yeah. All right, K man, I'll see you, bro. Yeah, bro. Doomsday Preppers has to be the funniest show I've ever seen in my life. Everybody is always so like they're struggling always on one thing. Like they'll have a whole bunch of medical or no medical with a whole bunch of guns, and but you got 2 diabetics in the house with a whole bunch of food. Like you ain't got no insulin, bruh. Like, bruh, what the, or like it'll be a whole they'll have a whole bunch of guns, and they'll have an underground bunker, but they live in a city. Like your house is gonna get raided, bro. They're gonna find your fucking bunker. Or they'll have their own land. They grow their food. They have guns. No medical. They don't know how to use their guns. One dude literally shot himself on the show. Don't believe me. Look that shit up, bro. The nigga shot himself on the show, bro. He literally shot himself with a 22 and fucking almost died, bro. Like, come on, bro. Yeah, bro, that shit is hilarious. I was just looking like these all are loot drops. Like, bro, I would definitely just come and take everything you have with 4 people, and there's nothing you guys can do about it. The one dude was like, it'd be so funny their plans. They'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go and plant an explosive on their car, and I'm gonna blow them up. I'm gonna shoot you when you head to my car. You're not gonna make it to the, like, oh no, I'm gonna have predestined bombs buried around the. How are you gonna light them? You got a pipe bomb. It has a fuse that has to be lit. How are you gonna light it? You're just gonna sneak up. Oh, let me go. Boom. No, bro, you're gonna die. Like, you're gonna die. Most of them don't even have like more than like a 3-4 months worth of water. It's over with. Like, yeah. But anyways, I'm actually about to go and watch that. So thank everybody for tuning in, though. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, I am about to go watch some more Doomsday Preppers so I can laugh myself to sleep. But all right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. See y'all. Peace.